That leads me to a survey from the United Kingdom. England. That's where that is. I'm not sure who did this survey, but what they did was they surveyed 2,000 women. 2,000 women were asked about their husbands and their boyfriends. And the surveyor said, so do you have like the perfect husband or the perfect boyfriend? 2,000 women had the golden opportunity to say yes. Not one of them did. There is not one of these women who said their man is perfect. The average woman rated her man as being about 69% perfect. That's a D+. That's not even average. That's not even passing. You get a grade like that, you got to take the class all over again. That's no good. Got some angry English women on that side of the Atlantic. Here are the 5 biggest complaints from women about men who only rate a D+. That makes me sad. Number 1, not getting along with her family. Have you seen her family? Have you met her family? You want to get along with her family? Could be a bunch of losers. You don't know. Number 2, using her toothbrush. Number 3, leaving the bathroom dirty. Guys, it's a bathroom. You know what goes on in there? It's inherently yucky. Get over it, gal. Number 4, hating her friends. Number 5, not being good with children. Those are the top 5. Now, some of these complaints that I expect to be a little bit higher on the list were further down the list. This seems curious to me. Driving. He's a bad driver. That was ranked number 10. Being a mama's boy was ranked number 11. Burping and passing gas. These actually made the list. They were the 16th highest complaint. And here's why you tell that England is not in the southeastern United States. Watching too much sports on TV was number 19. I think for American women down here in Georgia, that'd be a top 5. Yeah, no, I know, Chad. Chad's saying there's no such thing as watching too much sports. I agree. Dudes, no, you can't watch too many sports. Arguably, you just need more televisions. That's the way to solve that problem. Other problems are being solved nationwide. This leads me to another one of these fun little stories I want to get to today. Because remember, tomorrow, our end-of-year extravaganza wrap-up. We've got all these top 10 lists about the biggest stories of the year, the most entertaining celebrities of the year, the most popular this, the most dismal whatever. We've got a ton of them. That's tomorrow. So if I'm going to throw these stories at you right now, just because I got to get these things off my chest. Otherwise, we're not going to do it tomorrow. Next week is Kwanzaa. Can't do it next week. I got Kwanzaa. Big celebration every night. I can't do anything during Kwanzaa. I'm not going to worry. Yeah, all those crazy nights. I'm Kwanzaaed. It's the Kwanzaa-vacation of America. I got Kwanzaa. So as I'm celebrating Kwanzaa, we're not going to be here to do the show, so can't do that. So I got to wrap up these stories right now. One of the stories that we have to do has to do with Americans. Just had a really lousy story from England about how English women don't appreciate English men. 69%, that's the rating. I give my man a 69 out of 100, a D+. Whew. Let's look at this side of the pond. Let's look at America. A new survey, a new study shows from the business information company BNA that Americans, if nothing else, are hard workers. We now skip work less this year than any other year in history. Yeah, want to get Chad's like, yeah, want to keep your job. Yeah, of course. That's why you have dismal unemployment. Got big problems out there. During the third quarter of the year, the median rate of unscheduled absences was 0.6%. Here's what that means. On any given day, there is less than a 1 in 167 chance that the average employee was going to be out with a sick day, an unscheduled emergency day off, or just playing hooky. Doesn't mean vacation, sabbaticals, medical absence. Just means spontaneous days off. Odds of you taking one of those days, 1 out of 167. That's during the third quarter of the year. During the first 2 quarters, the median rate was only 0.7%. By way of comparison, before the recession hit, There was never a quarter that came in under 1%. It's always over 1%. The Obama economy kicked into high gear, and people are scared to bejeepers of losing their jobs. Yowza. That is why people are going to work. In B&A's press release, they say, quote, when the economy is as volatile as it has been, people are much more apt to make an effort to come to work when they aren't feeling well. There's always been a correlation between high unemployment and low absenteeism, and this survey bears that out. Final stupid story got to get to today. It's actually a repeat of a previous story, but I wanted to let you know the following. If you're taking time off for Kwanzaa or whatever holiday you acknowledge, if you're going up to Atlanta metro area, keep an eye out for electronic billboards. Georgia Department of Transportation can't get over them bad selves. They're so thrilled. Connor Poe is the executive director of the Outdoor Advertising Association of Georgia. Represents 90% of the billboards in Georgia. Connor Poe is pleased as punch. He has reached a deal with the State Department of Transportation. Has to do with electronic billboards. You know the electronic billboards, not a typical billboard where there's paint or they plaster up or they adhere somehow with a big sticky note. No, these are the electronic kind. These kind that flash and change, what have you. Up in Metro Atlanta, this is where they're going to kick it off. Messages will pop up during events like ice storms and flash floodings and big snowfalls tell you to stay off the road. Quoth Connor Poe, the advertising guy, we have so many digital billboards across the state for them to utilize, we can reach more people. Now, opponents say this is a distraction. It'll pull their eyes off the road. The Federal Highway Administration is looking at the safety of this, but they'll release a study next year. But there's already been an agreement signed between GDOT and the billboard guys. It goes into effect around January 1st. It targets the 120 electronic billboards in the Atlanta metro area. Let me rephrase this and how stupid and silly this actually is. Do you remember last January, the big ice storm in Atlanta? People knew. They watched TV. They heard the radio. It's like, don't go out there. There's ice all over the place. Now GDOT, in the finite wisdom of the state government, is going to do the following. They're going to put the same message out on the billboards over the roads. So you listen to the radio, you hear in advance, there's problems on the road. There's ice. Watch local TV, there's ice on the roads. No. In Atlanta, they've got really smart. And they're trumpeting this deal as a beautiful solution. What you'll do is you'll already be driving, you'll be sliding on the road, you'll be in the ditch before you know it, and then you'll look up and see the billboard says, hey guys, there's ice out here. Hey, it's really snowy. Hey, don't drive today, it's bad. Bang up job, Georgia Department of Transportation. Thank you so much for taking a proactive solution to the problems we have. Instead, listen to the radio stations, even up in Atlanta, you'll be absolutely fine. 8:49 is our time. We're wrapping up. We're in the home stretch. One more break to go. Then we come back, tell you what happened this day in history. News Talk 105.9 as always. This is WVGA.